just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back. For me, I'm all pro, and you're just an amateur. You can try as hard as you can, but you can't handle us. I'm waiting at the pit and signing autographs. I'm always in first place, you always in the back.
Shut the front door. It's All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars.
Goodness gracious, Shane Stoley.
How's it going today? I am Shane Stoley, joined by the greatest mind, self-professed, in professional wrestling,
Matthew Theall.
And we got a fantastic match for you today as Matt Carlos takes on the World-Wide Internet Champion, Will Rood.
Magnificent Matt Carlos of Pink Mink Inc. challenges for the Internet Championship against Will Rood. This is crazy. They're facing each other one-on-one. The belt is on the line. You know Markus Mac is going to be out there. You know they can't stand each other.
This one has been simmering underneath the surface for quite some time, if you will, as Matt Carlos was attempting to get that shot at that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to wrestle Jerry Lynn here at the world-famous garage. And Matt Carlos kind of felt that Will Rood sold him out.
Yes, I think it's a little more accurate to say that Markus Mac made Matt Carlos feel Will Rood sold him out.
But I'm saying the bottom line is that is how Matt Carlos felt about the way things went down with Will Rood and Commissioner Larry Blackwell.
That's absolutely true. That is what happened.
And so now that has led to this match for the All Pro Wrestling Worldwide Internet Championship. Matt Carlos felt like he lost out on a fantastic opportunity, but gained himself another amazing opportunity here today with a chance to become the Worldwide Internet Champion.
It's been a while since Matt Carlos has found himself challenging for the Internet Championship, and all he had to do was join forces with Markus Mac for 3 weeks, and he's got a championship match. How do you think Matt Carlos feels about being in Pink Mink Inc. right now?
I think he thinks it was the right move. I mean, obviously, Markus Mac is a mover and a shaker, and he gets things done. Every time he goes into the ring, every time he steps into a contract negotiation, and as soon as Matt Carlos became a signed member of Pink Mink Inc., things started looking up for the one that was once known as Out of Control.
Now all of you pro wrestlers at home, Pink Mink Inc. is currently full. They are not accepting applications. However, the All-Stars has a couple of openings, so if you do want somebody in your corner to help you out, I am here for you.
We all know you miss it. So how have things been going with you and Commissioner Blackwell?
I don't know if you've noticed, I haven't been in the ring in quite some time.
I was wondering, was there like some sort of contract?
He banned me. He's banned me from the garage. All I can do is come into the commentary booth.
Will Rood looking sharp as ever, making his way out to the ring once again. One of the most popular internet champions in recent memory. I can't think of anybody that. I mean, of course, Rick Luxury has dominated as the internet champion, and there's not too many people that like Rick Luxury.
It's absolutely true. What do you think? If Matt Carlos were to win the internet championship here today on Gym Wars, do you think Rick Luxury is going to like that?
Well, I mean, there may be a conflict of interest, but I have a feeling that at least in my eyes, Rick Luxury has nothing left to prove when it comes to the Worldwide Internet.
That doesn't mean that he doesn't want to be the champion.
Fair enough, but I mean, right now, he's got 2 tough choices if he was going to challenge for it again.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the APW Worldwide Internet Championship. This match will have a 30-minute time limit. Referee for this bout, Will Cuevas. Introducing first, the challenger, accompanied to the ring by the 2012 Manager of the Year, the no alternate Pink Mink of professional wrestling, Markus Mac. He is an APW Boot Camp graduate and former APW Worldwide Internet Champion, Magnificent Matt Carlos. And his opponent is also an APW Boot Camp graduate. He hails from East Palo Alto, California, and weighed in today at 223 pounds. This is the second month of his second reign as APW Worldwide Internet Champion, Will Rood.
All right, the introductions are out of the way. Coming up after the commercial break, we've got Will Rood defending his title against magnificent Matt Carlos. Don't go away, fans. We'll be right back.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? The APW Boot Camp Training School is accepting applicants for pro wrestlers, managers, valets, and referees. All Pro Wrestling home APW Boot Camp is where future legends are born. For the last 19 years, APW has been the leader in talent development. Top graduates include The Great Khali, Crash Holly, Spike Dudley. For your free brochure, call us at 510-785-8396.
We are back, Gym Wars fans, and it is almost time for action as Will Cuevas checks both men and gives a little bit of last-minute instruction.
This is a championship match, Shane. Everything is on the line here. These two young men's careers could be defined in this moment today on Gym Wars, aren't you? Look at that!
Oh, big shove by Matt Carlos, pushing the champ back to the corner.
Matt Carlos understands how important this match is.
Playing a little bit of mind games. Oh, but a quick tackle into the corner and some fists of fury right to the guts.
Well, I mean, it's obvious that Will Rood is twice the muscular width of Matt Carlos.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's pretty obvious, but I mean, the thing is not only that, he has had a lot more experience recently as the champion than Matt Carlos. Matt Carlos, until signing with Pink Mink Inc., has been kind of in a little bit of a career stall.
I can agree with that, Shane Stoley.
I can't believe that there is an instance in history where you and I agree on something.
You can hear that I forced it out of here.
Well, now a little bit of meeting of the minds out at ringside here is Matt Carlos and Markus Mac.
Oh, look, there's Rick Luxury. Okay, maybe he is a little more behind Matt Carlos in his attempt to capture the gold.
Will Rood, he's got to keep his eye on the target because Markus Mac and Rick Luxury out there means nothing but bad news.
With the entire company of Pink Mink Inc. out there, you see exactly Markus Mac holding the leg of Will Rood, allowing Matt Carlos to dropkick Rood off of the apron and into the war zone.
Now, okay, here we go. Matt Carlos going to press he didn't look like he was going to, but he's really got to press the advantage here. A slap to the face is not going to do it.
Not pressing the advantage, only sending Will Rood into a rage.
Will Cuevas, of course, admonishing Matt Carlos and giving Rick Luxury the perfect opportunity to lay in those big right hands.
You know, this is an internet championship match. Sparky Ballard, the senior official, usually officiates championship contests. You think Pink Mink Inc. might have been trying to sway things in their favor by getting a more inexperienced referee?
You know, that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you know, for a while there, you and Markus Mac were pretty good friends, so it's possible that he would pull some crappy stuff out of the Matt P.L. playbook.
Wow, that's terrible. A horrible thing to say to me during a championship match. Neckbreaker coming up by Matt Carlos.
Notice how Matt Carlos' style has changed up drastically since signing with Pink Mink Inc. You can tell the influence of Rick Luxury has been immediate and very deep in Matt Carlos' repertoire.
Rick Luxury lives, breathes everything professional wrestling, and spending time with Rick Luxury can only change you.
One would assume that for the better would follow that sentence in most cases, but I know your history with Rick Luxury and Markus Mac, so don't think that there's any sort of compliments forthcoming from you.
No. Matt Carlos showing a huge feat of strength, whipping Will Rood and drop kicking him right in the face.
Well, one of the things I do have to ask you, Matthew, is
covered. Kick out by Will Rood.
You said earlier and spoke to the fact that there are vacancies in the All-Stars.
Yes.
How are you not able to recruit a talent like Matt Carlos?
Oh, that's covered there. I told you before the break, Shane, I've been banned from the garage by Commissioner Larry Blackwell. The only place I'm allowed on all pro wrestling property is this commentary booth.
Yes, but if you had been able to recruit a talent like Matt Carlos, Larry Blackwell would have had to reconsider. Up, standing on the neck of Will Rood is Matt Carlos, just choking him across that.
Oh, Rick Luxury getting involved as well. The reason why I haven't been able to recruit somebody like Matt Carlos is because I don't have the opportunities to refill the ranks of the All-Stars. Covered by Matt Carlos, 2 count kick out by Will Rood, and it's because of Commissioner Larry Blackwell. End of story. Let's commentate on the match at hand. This is a championship opportunity, Shane, and Will Rood finding the advantage once again.
Nice swinging neck breaker, just absolutely levels Matt Carlos. Goes for the pin here. 1, 2. Oh, not even 2. That hand was just inches away from hitting that second time.
Well, Will Rood has taken quite the beating from all three members of Pink Mink Inc. so far in this match. He has a severe disadvantage.
Oh, Matt Carlos catches the leg. Oh, comes in with that big spinning kick of his own.
Matt Carlos obviously still very fresh in the match,
Too cocky a pin,
but
though.
very arrogant.
Working over the arm here is Matt Carlos.
A couple of well-placed kicks to the ribs as well.
Look at that massive frame on Will Rood. He just looks more and more impressive each time we see him here on All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars.
Matt Carlos, though, knows how to use Will Rood's weight against him with a huge Russian leg sweep.
Oh, looks like he's going up to the high red district here.
Went down with a fist drop right across the bridge of the nose of the internet champion, Will Rood.
That should do it. He's got the leg hook deep. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Impressive move by Matt Carlos, but just not enough to keep a guy like Will Rood down. Will Rood, after how much he's gone through and the twisted path it took to get him back to the Internet Championship, you know he's going to fight with all he's got to kick out of anything.
He wants to be the champion. He needs to be the champion. He's Will Rood from the APW Boot Camp. Nobody is more qualified to be internet champion right now than Will Rood with a huge spine buster on a Matt Carlos.
Matt Carlos in a bad way here, but so is Will Rood. I mean, this constant punishment from 3 men is just taking its toll on him. Of course, Will Cuevas now administering the count.
Will Cuevas doing the best of his abilities to try to call this match fair and down the middle. He does have quite a few distractions out there.
Oh! Vicious clothesline. Will Rood just takes Matt Carlos' head off and follows it up with a second. Doesn't look like he got all of that one, but he's still enough to level a dizzy Matt Carlos.
All Will Rood has to do is find his strength to get back to his feet, and the match could be his.
Of course, you see the presence of Rick Luxury there at ringside, instructing Matt Carlos.
Matt Carlos has 2 extra pairs of eyes on the ring, and it gives him opportunities to take cheap low blows like that.
That kick definitely looked a little bit low there.
Will Rood, though, what's Will Rood doing with that chain?
It looked like Rick Luxury had a chain. He was trying to pass it to Matt Carlos, and Will Rood just leveled Rick Luxury with his own weapon.
But Matt Carlos, though, he's going up looking for the Union landing, but no!
Shoved off by Will Rood. Matt Carlos trying to get back. Now Markus Mac up on the ring apron.
Again, distraction after distraction by Pink Mink Inc. Will Rood trying to do what he can to fight them all off. Matt Carlos back to his feet. Oh, sky-high powerbomb from nowhere.
1,
Will Rood.
2, 3. Oh, Rick Luxury. Not quite quick enough.
Your winner via pinfall in 7 minutes, 6 seconds, Will Rood.
Will Rood somehow, some way, was able to fight off all 3 members of Pink Mink Inc. to retain the Internet Championship.
Even with all the cards stacked against him, Will Rood was able to sneak in a win and retain that Worldwide Internet title. Rick Luxury has just beside himself, and Matt Carlos is, as far as I know, is still loopy.
And look how used to Pink Mink Inc. Will Rood is. He won the match, but immediately backed into a corner to make sure that all 3 of them could sick him at the end.
Well, you know, he's had so many battles with these men that it's become second nature to try and stay away from anything that Pink Mink Inc. has to throw at him.
But look at this. Later this week, Oliver John takes on Timothy Thatcher.
I'm really looking forward to this match. These are 2 of the best technical wrestlers in Northern California professional wrestling today, bar none. And for them to square off in an all-pro wrestling ring is an opportunity of a lifetime.
Of course, also later this week, the Universal Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Dylan Drake defends the championship against JR Kratos.
These 2 men have a very, very storied history, and JR Kratos, it's only a matter of time before he claims that Universal Heavyweight Championship.
That's a pretty strong prediction. And next week, Dave Dutra challenges Sheik Khan Abadi right here on Gym Wars.
Sheik Khan Abadi, definitely a fan favorite, and Dave Dutra looks to be back in the good graces since returning here on All Pro Wrestling. So it'll be an interesting match to see. I'm really looking forward to it.
We're going to see what happens next week. We're going to see what happens later on this week on Gym Wars. Thanks for watching. For Shane Stoling, I'm Matthew Theall, and we'll see you later.